and welcome back to my channel, Clean with Kate. Today I'm going to be ironing. I've woken up really early this morning. It's really warm today for a change, and I've not been able to sleep well. So I've woken up early and I thought, what can I do that's quiet, that's not going to disturb anyone? So I thought, tackle the ironing. I've got a pile of ironing here. So anyway, I'm just going to fill up the iron. I've got a steam iron, which I find is much better. You seem to get a lot more ironing done with a steam iron, and it's a good heavy weighted iron. So I'm just going to fill up the iron with water. Just bear with me, just adjust the camera. I have this little jug that I keep next to the iron for filling it. It's very handy. So this is a jug. It's a cute little jug. Okay, so I've put the water in. I'm going to switch the iron on at the wall and get my first piece of ironing ready. Oh, where's my timer? I haven't got my timer. I think I'll set my timer on my watch. I'm just going to iron for 15 minutes this morning and see how much I can get done. So I just have to wait now for the iron to heat up. While we're waiting, I'll just show you around. I've got an airer ready to put the laundry on after I've ironed it. I found this is a really good idea. Rather than putting it straight in the baskets to go away, I pop it on the airer. Otherwise it can be a little damp, and then I'll leave it probably for 24 hours. And then when it's fully dry again, I'll pop it into these laundry baskets. And then each person in the house has a laundry basket, and then the laundry goes back to the appropriate place to be put away. Anyway, I think the iron will have heated up by now. I find the trick with ironing is to not let it pile up. So as soon as I've got a full basket of ironing to do, I try and make a time to do it. I find it's a very good task to do. If you wake up early, if you can't get back to sleep, then if you get up and do, I find out what I've just done, I've actually got up. I've washed some dishes that were left over from last night, and now I'm tackling the ironing. It's quite a relaxing thing to do first thing in the morning. Peaceful, it's not a noisy task to do, and you start your day feeling like you've actually achieved something. You've tackled your ironing, so it's actually quite therapeutic. Sorry, my voice is a little husky today. I've woken up with a bit of a sore throat. So now I'm hanging the ironing on the airer, as you can see, and I'll get the next piece. Okay, this is a little vest that I like to wear. It's a little camisole. You don't really need to iron things like this, but I just find that I enjoy wearing these clothes when they're ironed. So it's quite difficult to iron because it's got lace on it, so I don't iron the lace. I just iron the cotton. This is a vest that I've had for a long time. It's really handy to wear into dresses or t-shirts. It's great, an extra layer. Not that we're going to need it necessarily today, it's really warm. So I'll pop this up here to dry. There you go. Okay, next thing I've got to iron is a cardigan. So let's pop the cardigan on the airer. It's quite an old cardigan, this. I went shopping in my wardrobe recently. And found this, and I thought I was going to donate it to the charity shop, but then I've tried it on. I thought, actually, it's a good colour. It's a good colour for summer. I'm wearing a lot of denim this year. Denim's having a bit of a revival, so this colour goes really well with denim. So I'm going to give it, it's only a sort of cheap supermarket cardigan. There you go. So, but it will look better for being ironed. So let's get, literally takes a couple of minutes, no more to iron it, probably only a minute in fact. I'm not perfectionist about my ironing, good enough is good enough. So let's just get that bit done, and then I'll just get that bit done. There, so that's done, I'm ready to go on the airer. Ooh, I'm in a very pastel colour scheme today on my airer. Right, I don't usually iron tea towels, but this one is one my husband bought recently. It's a cotton tea towel, and actually they come out the laundry looking like this. So I have started to iron these tea towels because they look so much nicer when they're ironed, but this is There's only a couple of them that I do iron. It's the new ones. I think they're for doing glass. They're specialist glass tea towels that he just saw them and he liked them, so and he bought them. But most tea towels I wouldn't iron. Just these ones because they come out of the laundry so creased. I think it's probably their 100% cotton tea towels. Oh no, they're linen. Actually, look. It says on there, I think it's a linen tea towel. That might be why they're so creased. Oh, I love that sound. When you press the steam, on something like this where it's really, really creased, I would use extra steam. So on this iron, it has a button you press and the extra steam comes out. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? And look how much better it looks now it's been ironed. Let's put a bit of steam on this because just the heat isn't doing it. There we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It looks hotel quality. I'm very pleased with that one. Let's pop it on the air. With the other things. Okay. We're getting there. Okay, next thing up is a t-shirt. Let's have a look. That's just a pink t-shirt. Yeah. It looks like it's not 100% cotton, this t-shirt. It's got quite a lot of polyester or something in it because it's not particularly creased. In fact, I'm not even sure if it needs ironing. You have to be a bit careful when you're ironing fabrics that are not cotton because it's very easy to sort of damage the fabric. In fact, some fabric, you probably should read the ironing instructions on them. Some of them probably don't, just need a very cool iron. I'm actually using quite a hot iron today, so I will need to be careful not to leave it in contact with the clothes for too long. Whereas with the cotton tea towel, that could take quite a lot of heat. Anyway, I've been gentle with the t-shirt, which didn't really look like it needed iron, to be fair. Okay, next thing up is a pinny. Oh my goodness, this is quite creased. I wear pinnies in the house every day, so I get how a lot of pinnies appear in my laundry. I wear them over my normal clothes to protect my clothes, because I am quite messy and I do a lot of cleaning. And so this just helps me prevent me getting bleach on my clothes if I'm using bleach, or just general mess drip down the front of my clothes. And also I find when I put my pinny on, it tells my head it's time to work. I've got a pinny on now, and it's only 5 a.m. I've only just got up, and the first thing I did is put on my lace-up shoes, my trainers, got a nice pair of trainers on, and also put on my pinny. So that tells my head, oh no, it's time to get up and do something. So you can see the creases are coming out very nicely. This was very creased. And actually I wouldn't have enjoyed wearing it when it was creased as that. By ironing it, it just makes it more pleasurable to wear. It looks better and I feel better. And I'm wearing a nicely ironed pinny. Seeing as I spend so much time in my pinnies, I might as well enjoy it. Okay, how long have we been ironing for now? Whoops, I think I may have forgotten to set the timer. Yes, I did. Oh, it's much easier when I have a visible beepy timer, but I think I've left it in a different room. Anyway, probably not, I don't know how long I've done. Whoops, the tricky bit with the pinny is ironing the handles. Because look at the state of that. Hang on, let me adjust the camera. It's really creased and all sort of wrinkled up. I found a good trick with the pinnies as they work out. I used to find they got very tangled in the laundry. Now see, if you just put it down and then iron it, see the difference it makes? So I used to find that all their sort of straps got tangled up. So what I now do is I stick each pinny in an individual laundry bag. So that way I don't have to spend ages trying to detangle them all. It used to be quite frustrating. I'm going to use extra steam on this. Woohoo, look at that. See the difference? Wow. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side. Golly, look at the state of that. It's so creased and so sort of wrapped around itself. Let's see if I can get it flat. You have to be careful when you're doing a trickier job like this not to burn yourself. These irons do get very hot, and the steam that comes out is obviously steam, so again you can get a nasty burn off there. And also make sure to keep your steam iron, you know, set somewhere safe away from young children. And I always, when I'm not using it, as soon as I finish ironing, I switch it off at the plug, and I also empty the water out of it, if there's any water left in it. Because what I've found is if I don't empty the water out every time, the water seems to damage the iron and it goes dirty and black. So the next time you iron your clothes, you end up with dirty marks on your clothes, which is not obviously what we're trying to achieve. And this is the neck strap. This is again very sort of creased and needs a good iron. This is a very tricky one to do. I'm gonna have to fill my iron with more water actually. I've used, because it's been really hot the last couple of days, this laundry is actually drier than maybe it would be when it wasn't so warm. So it's taking quite a lot of steam to get the creases out. Okay, that's just about finished. Let me have a look. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. I don't need perfect. I literally wear these for one day. They're usually so filthy by the end of the day. I also wear them to gardening, so avoid getting stuff all over, soil all over my clothes. So by the end of the day, they're pretty mucky and they go straight in the laundry basket, and I get a fresh one out for the following day. It's okay, there's my pinny ironed. Oh, I've got another pinny to iron. This is one of my absolute favourite pinnies. I wear this all the time. I've got several of these. I love this because of the chickens. And also it's a really practical colour. if the white ones do tend to stain, whereas this, because it's grey, it is incredibly practical. And it is stained, but it's not like, you can see there's some stains there. I've had this one for many years. But as you can see, it's not too bad. Okay, I'm going to have to refill with water now. Let me just fill up to the tap. Okay. I'm just going to pop some more water in the iron. So you just have to pour really, really carefully to get it in the little hole. I'm using quite a lot of steam on this ironing load. Okay, let's go back to the ironing. This should heat up fairly quickly because the iron's already hot. This does not seem to be quite as badly creased as the previous one. But I probably am going to need to use extra steam. Let's see if there's any there. No, I don't think there is any there yet. To give it a bit longer. It's actually got a little red light on. I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean I've put too much water in? Quite possibly. Oh, here we go, we've got steam. Look at that. Isn't that amazing how quickly that heated up? I've always used the steam iron. My mum used the steam iron. I remember as a child watching my mum ironing with a huge old-fashioned Morphy Richards iron. Oh, wait, I think it was Morphy Richards. It could have been Russell Hobbs. But a sort of similar iron to this, but a lovely sort of old stainless steel one. And she, in fact, she had the same iron for my whole entire childhood. And I just remember this beautiful, beautiful heavy iron. And so when we were children, we'd be watching television and my mum would be ironing. And you know, it's just part of my growing up experience, watching my mum iron. But irons these days just don't seem to last like they used to. I'm on about my 5th or 6th iron now. I'm very pleased with this one. I bought a slightly more expensive iron this time. I went to a shop that sort of sold a local shop that sold a lot of irons. And I did talk to the lady in the shop and took her recommendation. And she told me that the heavier irons are actually more popular with people who do a lot of ironing than the lighter weight irons. But obviously there is extra weight. It just depends what your personal preference is. But the heavy irons do get a better finish, and the steam irons definitely get a better finish. My daughter has bought me a steamer. I think she gave me a steamer at Christmas time, but I haven't actually used it yet. I'm not actually sure how to use it. I think I will need to ask her to help me with that. and I'm actually looking forward to having a go at it, but I do need some instruction. I think I'm kind of stuck in my ways with this ironing just because it's what I know. Why am I ironing leggings? Have I gone mad? This only needs a very quick iron. Just pop it over very quickly just to get the worst of the creases out. When you're ironing, you could be very perfectionist about it and spend hours and hours on it. But to be honest, most of the clothes are only worn for such a short time. You have to ask yourself, is it worth it? I did work, say for years, I gave up ironing completely. And nothing terrible happened. Now, what have we got here? This is a skirt, a denim skirt. Probably, actually, I'm not even sure that needs an iron. It's just going to need a very, very quick once over, just to get the creases out. I think the fabric feels nicer when you iron it. Softer. It's another reason I like to iron clothes. I don't know why, but it seems to make them more, I don't know, comfortable, soft. What I found when I didn't iron was that once you've been wearing the clothes for a while, they just seem to naturally decrease. I don't know whether that's from your body heat. But when you first put clothes on, clothes that have been ironed just feel nicer. Anyway, I've nearly finished this now. This is not a difficult iron, this. I'm just doing this. It was probably not necessary, but it just looks nicer. Ironing is definitely one of those things that you can let it go if you don't have the time. I do have the time to iron, so I'm doing it. Okay, that can go on there. Okay, oops. So, I'm about halfway through the basket. I don't know how long I've actually been going for. I think the video will be the timer. But I think I'm going to stop there because I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, have a little break and then come back to it. Thank you for watching. If you've any questions about ironing, pop them in the comments or any of the videos you'd like me to do. I hope you've enjoyed the video and if you do, please hit like and subscribe. Would be really grateful. Thank you.